I met him on the day that his account was levied by the IRS. I mean, he came into our office. We sat down and looked over everything that was going on, and it's not one of the worst ones that I've seen, but he was in a bad shape with the IRS. And to add insult to injury, he was going through a divorce at the time, and his wife's attorney was after him for payments, and so he was getting squeezed by both ends. And we were able to come in and get the IRS freeze, the levy, the seizure of the bank account. We were able to get that released, and so that he could breathe. There were a lot of other problems that were going on that he was going to have to take care of that were outside of the tax issue that we were on. But we were able to get the IRS to stop their enforced collection activities. We were able to release the liability on some of these funds. It's really, with as old as some of these were, they should have been released a long time ago. The IRS just wasn't going to do it. They weren't going to go do it because they didn't have to do it. And so we were able to come in there, and we had to force the IRS to do this. They put up a fight, and it took a while, but he was protected during that time, and that was important because he had to have the money to keep living. You know, it's I always say that a bank account is like the heart, and the money that flows in and out of it's kind of like the blood. Financially speaking, you can't stay alive without a bank account or some type of account where funds flow in and out of, and you can pay your own personal expenses. You know, people have mortgage or rent and auto expense. You got to have transportation in this country to get back and forth to work and the grocery store and to keep living. You know, need fuel on that. He had to have that for survival.